little specials here, okay? A couple 3 minutes apiece. Folks, be ready. In 2014, it was the 50th anniversary of the Kennedy half dollar, okay? I've got 400 of these. The 50th anniversary, they made a special 5-coin set. They made a special 5-coin set in solid silver. This is the enhanced uncirculated coin in that collection. I'm gonna flip that over. Look at this. It is the only enhanced uncirculated Kennedy half dollar that has ever been made by the United States government. They've made a few other enhanced uncirculated coins. They have an enhanced uncirculated silver eagle with the same mintage as this.
Okay.
That coin we sell for $199. $199. I'm going to put this next door. This is what a regular Kennedy half dollar looks like.
See.
This is what the enhanced uncirculated looks like.
So it's almost like a brushed.
Yeah, well, what they did is they laser finished the die. They laser finished the die of the coin when they made it. So if I go to the nationally advertised catalog, for instance, and I look at, let's say, a 2012 silver S-minted Kennedy half dollar, which has a mintage 4 times what this one is. You know what that coin is in the catalog? $225. This coin is 4 times rarer, same exact mint, and not only that, it is the only enhanced uncirculated Kennedy half dollar that has or will ever be made by the United States government. So it is unique by finish, and I think by price at only $49. At $79.95, I should be able to sell every one. But it was like, okay, this is what we got. We're going to do some specials here at $49.95 San Francisco mint. This is the special enhanced uncirculated coin, and you can kind of see that right there with the shield, the way they laser finish the die to make this one of the most outstanding and incredible coins that the United States government, I think, has ever made. One of the rarest coins, one of the greatest values, because it's silver. If you look in the national, and I'm going to do this, in the nationally advertised catalog, they sell what are called the silver presentation Kennedys. The government makes them in proof sets every year. The average mintage on those is between about $1 million to $1.5 million. The lowest priced one that they have got in this catalog that I can see is $45. And they range up to $225, and the average price looks like it's somewhere. The 95 is $125. The 97 is $175. This coin is rarer than all of them. Wow. This coin is rarer than all of them. Now, from just the silver standpoint, now add in the fact that it's enhanced uncirculated, which is a special finish that only came in the 50th anniversary set. So it's not something that I did, it's something that the mint did to be able to give you that enhanced uncirculated finish. That's a beautiful coin. So we're going to do that. We have a couple other coins that are going to come out.